As Andy Lopez takes the podium once more to talk about all things in our beloved Festival of the Wheel. Welcome back to Central Australia this year, Andy.
Mate, I can't believe it's only, I think it's about 3 months to go till we get back there with Red CentreNATS 12. It's awesome.
Mate, we're 4 days already, or 3 days I should say, past the halfway mark of halfway of the year month. So it's like, gee whiz. Anyway, one thing good about it is it brings us closer to this great event once more and the motorsport program. Tell us all about it, mate. It's all happening back here in the Red Centre for Red CentreNATS, number 12.
Absolutely, mate. We've got all the favourites in the motorsport program. We've got obviously the burnouts, we've got drag racing, fantastic street parade, show and shine, all those traditional elements that people love, and of course the show cars in the shed as well. We added a couple of new things last year, one of which was dirt drags, and it was really, really good fun. So we've expanded that out. We've got we're looking at some sort of actual feature racing events there. We've also got bikes coming. We've got additional classes for project cars, race cars, off-road vehicles as well. So it's a really good fun thing, and it's pretty unique to be able to get out and do that side-by-side racing in the dirt. Purpose-made track out there at the National Transport Hall of Fame. There's about $12,000 in prize money across all those categories. So, whether it's purpose-built or just a car that you want to rip out on the dirt or a bike, that's what we want to see at Red CentreNATS. So that's a really exciting program that's growing. The prize pool for Red CentreNATS is up to $130,000 now, which is the biggest that we've ever offered. We've had some
What's that for? What's that for? Is that for everything, or is that
that's across
right
the whole
across the board?
thing.
Okay, yep.
So we've grown the prize money for every different category as well as adding some new ones in.
Listen,
it's really cool. Like there's a bit of cash to splash, and if you think your car or your bike's good enough to either win in judging or on a track, whether it's the traditional drag strip, the dirt drag strip, whether it's hitting the burnout pad, there's money to be won. Not just bragging rights, but cash as well.
Is there bragging rights when it comes to electric vehicles? I got to say, this. I'm going to have to draw. I'm sorry, Hunter. Hunter, if he hears this, he's not going to be happy about it. But I'm sorry, I'm drawing a line in the dirt of the drag race, the dirt race here, taking electric cars up against normally internally combustion vehicles. Is there really fairness in that, mate?
Well, I think we don't have a particularly great uptake in electric cars, and I think that particularly when you're racing in the dirt and all that sort of stuff, or on the drag strip, it's not all about the car's performance. There's a lot of driver skill and experience that comes into that. So I think these things have a way of leveling themselves out. So
okay.
And we've got as part of the drag race, and we'll just talk about drags for a sec. As part of that, we've got our heavy hitter program, which is for the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 second car, second categories, which has been really, really successful, and we're expecting that to be good again. We've also got the Wild Bunch national title, so these are big blown door cars, heavy, loud. They're coming from all over Australia to compete in the Wild Bunch Nationals as part of that heavy hitter program. There's about over $50,000 in prize money through the heavy hitters in the Wild Bunch program as well. So that's
the big door slammers coming in there. I know you've got a bit of a program on this year. Listen, we'll just quickly get to this before we go any further. Do you need a purpose-built race car to get involved in this year's Nats?
No, you do not. Okay. You do not. In terms of how you get involved in Nats, it's everyone from I've just got a beautiful car that I love and just want to show it, participate in the parade, all that kind of thing, through to race cars perform into those performance categories. So whether it's drag racing, burnouts, and so on. They're the competitions that are there for those sort of more purpose-built performance vehicles.
It's not just about four wheels. This year's Red CentreNATS is also catering for motorcycles. And what can they expect this year in the Red CentreNATS menu?
That's it. Well, look, it's a really good one. So we've got the obviously show and shine and drag racing and the street parade has always been there as part of the traditional elements that the bikes get involved in.
Mm-hmm.
But we have created categories in the dirt drags, particularly especially for bikes. And there are two really cool things that we're doing. We did a Bojangles ride through last Red CentreNATS, which was fantastic. Now there is a number that was set, I think, at Bojangles some years ago, where 126 bikes, or no, it was 127, rode through Bojangles and set a world record. And that is what we're setting out to do. We're working with the guys at Bojangles to create the excitement and enthusiasm around this. And, we are looking to put 127 plus bikes riding through Bojangles on Thursday night as part of the Fringe Festival. It'll be amazing. So that's one really special component for the motorbike program, and the other one is we're looking at doing the Stanley Chasm a Thunder Run, and I think that's going to be happening on Sunday morning, heading out from Lassiter. So some really cool things there for the bike community to get involved in. And again, you don't have to be a performance bike to do the bulk of the program. And you don't even have to be a performance bike to do drag racing or dirt drag. A lot of this is about fun and participation.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. It really is about coming out and supporting the entire event. Fun, participation. You don't have to have anything particularly flash. You know, and especially when it comes to in the town parade, the most beloved of the events highlights that we've had since day dot is that you can also get a car specially registered for that weekend. It doesn't have to be a road registered vehicle. Well, we know, which is what's brought our supporters back year in and year out again. So that's fantastic, man. And I mean, look, it's just looking more and more entertaining. And by the way, is there any future plans when it comes to entertainment? We used to have some big names, you know, coming up and performing on stage. Yeah. Now, I know that can be a bit of there's a statute of limitations with that, whether or not we get a big enough name, if indeed they're even available. But it's something can we look into in the future moving forward? Yeah, absolutely. Look, we're always looking at ways to sort of grow the off-track entertainment program. But the Red CentreNATS 12, like where we've really invested our effort and time is the cars are the stars of the show and the bikes too. Yep. It didn't rhyme as well. But the cars and bikes, they are the stars of the show and the people who own them, build them, love them, they are the superstars. So we've really built out the program for Red CentreNATS so you can just do as much stuff in your car, on your bike, for the entire time of the event and just have heaps of fun and really growing that program. Into the future, we'll keep looking at ways to develop it and make it bigger and better. Get in now and don't delay. It's going to be a great Red CentreNATS 12 here and proudly, of course, supported by Breakfast on the Beach on 8HA.